it's my time, think it's my year, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my pen ready. Used to hold myself back, my self-esteem been petty. Gotta keep on chugging, ran through everything in front of me. Might smoke bed heavy, got a whole agenda. Can't aspire to get ahead, so bump that, it's no surrender. Got a dollar flipped up, I'm trying to get it in FT to get them when they're hand and crypto. Learn how to fix that. I don't really hold out of books, but I'ma learn how to fix that. Some opportunities are never come unless you paying attention, so no, I can't miss that. Moving, MVP, I got the record, I might have to prove something. Big jumper worthy, they gon' have to retire my jersey early. Whole crew coming, had to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket, yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits, yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no ends, yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen, putting hours in my practice, I did all that. Yeah, I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs, yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, run it, ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my big dog, walking big talk, young veteran, living legend, bet I'm better than them, this is my ship, I'ma jack it like let 'em in, y'all but not let 'em in, they gon' rotate this, so I keep the pedaling, started a chain, the cycle is heaven sent, this is from God, but I'm not your reverend, not in the pulpit, I'm a pit bull in this element, yeah, said you gon' pull up, then settle it, yeah, I've been married to this hustle, this is my ring, watch out, step in it, yeah, and I ain't even got a yard, but I'ma get it here, watch out, touchdown, pulling plans out the clutch, everybody getting crushed, the cut down is for us now, have to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket, yeah, I did all that, big plans, partners trying to make profits, yeah, I did all that, work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no ends, yeah, I did all that, had to make it happen, putting hours in my practice, I did all that, yeah, I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs, yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, run it, ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my, yeah. Run it, I can't take no loss, I don't even know what it costs, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, I can't take no loss, I don't even know what it costs, yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, run it, ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my pen ready. Used to hold myself back, my self-esteem been petty. Gotta keep on chugging, ran through everything in front of me. Might smoke bed heavy, got a whole agenda. Can't aspire to get ahead, so bump that, it's no surrender. Got a dollar flipped up, I'm trying to get it in FT to get them when they're hand and crypto. Learn how to fix that. I don't really hold out of books, but I'ma learn how to fix that. Some opportunities are never come unless you paying attention, so no, I can't miss that. Moving, MVP, I got the record, I might have to prove something. Big jumper worthy, they gon' have to retire my jersey early. Whole crew coming, had to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket, yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits, yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no ends, yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen, putting hours in my practice, I did all that. Yeah, I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, run it, ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my big dog, walking big talk, young veteran, living legend, bet I'm better than them, this is my ship, I'ma jack it like let 'em in, y'all but not let 'em in, they gon' rotate this, so I keep the pedaling, started a chain, the cycle is heaven sent, this is from God, but I'm not your reverend, not in the pulpit, I'm a pit bull in this element, yeah, said you gon' pull up, then settle it, yeah, I've been married to this hustle, this is my ring, watch out, step in it, yeah, and I ain't even got a yard, but I'ma get it here, watch out, touchdown, pulling plans out the clutch, everybody getting crushed, the cut down is for us now, have to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket, yeah, I did all that, big plans, partners trying to make profits, yeah.
Good morning. Good morning. New setup. Where's all my charts? Where's all my screens? Big screen in front of me. So I'm quite happy, man. Let's see who's in. Good morning, Zen. Good morning. Congratulations as well. TK, hello. TB, hello, man. Elias, Braga, and Rohit. Good morning. Good morning. It's been unexpected live this morning. I finished my trades on the main accounts, so I was like, we can go live. I'm still gonna trade my instant fund on the NAS. So we're keeping an eye on that. We've got our MT5 here where I'm looking, and in front a bit of a change. I've got my big screen, what you're looking at. So we'll be looking for a little bit of a retracement here. If it comes and retests this area here, if it comes anywhere around this area here, 76.4, retracement of this move. We've just opened up. Ding, 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 ding. Nasdaq is online. We've had a push up to start with, and now we're seeing, are we going to retest the lows? We took out liquidity above here. We can see that there. Really nice sweep there. Buy side liquidity taken out. Now pushing down. Sell side's below. So we're in that arena. Let's go sell side. We've got a previous daily high there. I'm gonna split this screen. So this is a 1 minute chart. Let's make that a 1 hour. That's what we're looking at. We've got a big retracement here. Big push down. An attempt to break higher here, but it got rejected. So it's pushing now down. Is it getting to a level where I'm interested? Not yet. Getting there though. It's getting into that 76. So I'm going to be trading this with a 0.25. 0.25. Here we go. Pushing down. This level here. A little bit of a breaker, you can say. You got this swing low here. Pushed up, created the high, came down, took out the low just by a little bit and pushed all the way up. Now it could be retracing to reprice this in, as we can see here on the hour. I don't want it stuck. Auto fits. Coming down. To retest the previous daily lows. We didn't have any lives last week. How is everyone? Have you had a good week? Share screen, bro. You don't like seeing me? I will share my screen. That's how long I haven't been doing my lives. I'm out of touch. Sorry, I got really excited there with the price action on the Nasdaq. So if this price, what I was talking about that you couldn't see, but you can see now, is this big, huge move down. We had a sell-off all the way down. Now consolidated, squeezed, push lower. Nice little breaker here could form. If that breaks higher, comes back down, retraces, fills in. But I'm interested to get in if it comes a little bit lower. It's very heavy, remember. The dollar index has been very, very strong. So we won't be looking for a huge amount of pips on this. And the size of this account is only $1,000. So we need to be very careful. I'm probably going to risk 3%. I'm not going to risk more than 30. Is that right? $30. So it's going to be a small account trade. We're gonna try and make, let's see, can I risk only 30? This is the instant fund that I'm trying to get to $1,000. That 61 entry there would have already given 10 pips. Or 25 pips. Sorry, handles. 25 handles. Really? Let's see. From there till there. Oh wow, nice. That would have been 25. Yeah, the Nasdaq can pay you well. That's what we know. Hello, Mihai. Konstantinos, hello, Yanis. Hope everything is well. I would like to know what is your opinion on the doubling theory for FX. I don't know that one. Doubling. I don't know that. You're not sharing the screen. Sorry guys, it's been a while. I can't multitask. I can either focus on trading and do really good trading, and if I try and do both, things mess up. Right, so that's already pushed nearly 0.20% there. Not bad. Let's see if it breaks the highs. I should have taken that. I was just being picky about this coming down here. Easy trade there, easy. It's okay. If you look on the higher time frame here, let's take that out. Now we know that's retraced to the 61.8. We could potentially have this breaker here. From here, create the highs, came down, took liquidity below the lows here, pushed back up. Where's my ghost feed? So we could see that happening if it is bullish. News-wise, not much today, but everything is planning and getting ready for Wednesday. Wednesday we have FOMC, big news. So be careful. That's going to be 2 a.m. I'll be sleeping at CPI for pound dollar. We also have FOMC statements, which is definitely going to move. There's a lot of talk. If you trade the pound dollar, which I traded, do you know why I'm done? Because I woke up at 3. I was like, I need some London. And I got 30 pips and I was like, yes, there we go. Easy trading. Shit, New York. Oops. All this New York stuff. So I'm not going to be trading currencies. I've confirmed myself multiple times that when I trade in London, I find it super easy. I traded this, let me show you. So my Fivers account was, obviously you know about the 22k loss. So that was about 16,000 profits of mine that I didn't take out. But look at this. We were at 4,900. We're already $300 up. So we're coming back. And this trade, if I go, can show my history. I need to go on to my pound dollar. Trade history. Let's zoom out. Look at that trade. Boom. Up to the sky. Love that trade. Reposition here. Got in here. Came down. Pushed back up. Closed this reposition. And I had another reposition, is it? No, that's an old trade that I closed. Came back in and really nice build up. Closed not to the highs, but that gave me $70 on a 0.25 lot. I'm happy with that. Super happy with that. That's more than, it's $30 pips or something. And now we're creating, came back down, found this level here. Back in the 1, 2, 3s. Pound dollar is, do you have a Discord? Yes, I do. I will share that with you now. Yes, TB. Obviously, if you haven't seen the video, big drop in performance is obviously the psychological effect that I had from my dad's death, my sister getting diagnosed with cancer. Literally that week, that's when my performance started dropping. My Discord, I say my, it's ours. A lot of great people in that community. Let's see how we can do this. Here it is. Invite, copy. There we are. This is the live. This is how I read your questions. Let's put that in there. That's the Discord. I'll pin this. And I've been very busy over the weekend, plus last week, because I am preparing something special for the Vanguards. I'm quite proud of it, and it's this bad boy here. A tool for repositioning. You heard that right. So it's been a while, and yes, what you see here, if I'm testing it a little bit, that is the Age of Empires Town Hall, which these are your repossessions. When you click Town Hall, it resets everything. Love it. So we'll be able to set what game over is and what it means, like hard stop and so on. Super excited to this. I'm gonna give this to the guys on Wednesday. It's almost like, how could I put my brain into something that is on an Excel sheet? As we go down the repositions, how can I calculate risk, and so on. So I'm super happy for that. It's coming along nicely. Still at beta version, is not the, not quite on that. Let's see what's going on here. Right, that was the trades on the pound dollar. Let me go back on, I'll go back on Darwin. No, I've done Darwin. I need to go back to my instant fund and to my NAS. Let's see what's happened. Yeah, that would have been nice there. That would have been paid for the day. We didn't take that, but we failed to take the highs. So let's see. Let's see what happens. Go back on our trade. Pound dollar is pushing down. It's pushing down heavy. Dollar index, let's see. That strength in dollar index is just fascinating. Where is it going to go? We broke the 105s. Had an attempt to come down. Nope. Fair value gap filled here. Let's put it on a single screen. I want the DXY. 105s, look at these. Boom, 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 boom. Hovering between 105.4 and 105.26. Fair value gap here, which potentially can come and retest. But 106 is what I have my eye on. This level here. 106. I'm going to move this one. $106, 1.106. And also TB, my performance dropped when I start trading live. So hence why you see me now live trading my second account and not my main account. I'll try and I will trade that off the screens because there's a lot of psychological impact that being live with you guys has. So I want to build that account back up. So it might take a bit of time to get back in. I need to make 5K to start to bring it back to where the level where I was getting paid. So I need to do some work and I don't want to be distracted with that. So let's go on here. This is the interactive brokers. I spoke about this last time. I'm interested to see about the economic insight on Wednesday. So let's look at this. So 2 a.m. this is going to be GDP. If I go on volatility, 83% of these news have been bullish. After an hour. What about the 5 minute? That's why you should wait. If you trade the news 5 minutes in, look at this. 58% were bearish. Whereas if you go 4 hours after, 92% of the GDP. Apart from, look at this, the only event was bearish was the last one, 13th of September. But before that, 92% ended bullish after 4 hours. Okay, and there we can see the true range of the pips. We have been decreasing, so it'll be interesting to see. Impact, we can see that there, gap down. This is the 13th of September, the bearish one. So this is the price. This is where it closed after 4 hours. So bearish. If we go one, where is it? I can go to price chart. This is where they happened. So we can see here, last one was forecasted at 0.3. But it came in as 0 minus 5, so it was quite negative. We can see normally on par, or this one here was a negative one, but it finished bullish. I can click on this. Where is this? This is the May 12th. So yeah, 82%. 4 hours after this has been. This is the 13th. Let's go to the 20th. It's the same thing, I think. Was I looking at the wrong thing? I was, wasn't I? This is the GDP. GDP. This Wednesday we have core inflation rate. So slightly different. We measured 79 pips volatility in the 4 hours after past events. So let's go on this again. A bit of a different picture. 50-50 here. We got 50% ended up bullish. If I'm sure, if I go 64 within the hour were bullish. If we go to the 15-minute mark, 50-50. So a bit, can't really use this so much because all time frames in terms of 5, 30, 4 hour, it's a 50-50 on this news in terms of historical data. So would I use this to create a bias? No, but if you're trading a news event that you know that 90% of the time it's been bullish, if you're shorting, you better be shorting not by a lot, because you've got a 92% of another 12 events that were very bearish, very bullish. NAS, where was the NAS? Let's go back to the NAS. Still waiting for this. We took out the lows here. Let's take the shadow out. Pin bar up, close red. 5 minutes. Let's go on a 2. This is, let's go 1 hour here and go 1 minute. All right, so this green zone, I don't know if Martin is here, but Martin talked to me about the NWOG and NDOG, which have been quite interesting, to be honest, from ICT. Right, this is coming back in now. You see, when you see this on a 1 minute, you're like, oh, this is interesting to get in. But what's happened? We haven't taken the highs here. So we created a lower high, swing high, and this is pushing back into this imbalance. So yeah, we can't really use that. We need to go a little bit higher time frame. 5 minutes. That was the push that we were looking for. It was a great push, right? So we looked at I was considering going in on this push here. This would have been my entry. But I didn't take it because it was at 61 and not 76.4. It was something like this, and it was here. And I was waiting for it to come down to 76.4. Didn't take that trade. I should have taken that trade, but whatever. That would have given us... I am only looking for like 10 to 20 pips, so that would have been very easy. Very easy. So that would have been a good trade. Let's see, we're coming into, this is kill zone now, so we're looking at liquidities. Most likely a liquidity draw would be around, that's why it didn't make sense, because this is the euro dollar. I was trying to find the 76 on the dollar. Call me drunk. There it is. This was the move. 76.4. There. That's what I should have taken. That has delivered 50 handles. Very, very nice. So in terms of silver bullet now, we've got that fair value gap in there. There. Is it going to melt through it? What do we think? Look at that. 15-minute candle there. 5 into the fair value gap. Liquidity above, so let's see. Easy. So that could potentially go here. Could I trade that? Not really, not on the Nas, because it moves like crazy, and I don't want to be dealing with a move down there. I can't trade that because it can potentially push through this, and I can't trade that. Hi boys, says Omar. Thank you, Rohit and TB. What we're looking at, the Nasdaq after kill zone. Let's hide this. Here's something cool that I've changed, so I can have a look at the weeks. Look at this. If I go on this E-mini, I want to bring my indicator. Let me find it. Sessions on charts, I believe. Where is it? Did I do it on the pound? No, it wasn't this one. What did I do it? I thought I saved it. No, that's average 2 range. We can open a gap. I didn't do it. Let me find it. Oh, that's going to annoy me now. I thought I had it. Unless it's on something else. Pound dollar. Ooh, look at that spike prop. Whoa, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Nice little volume coming in for silver bullet time. GMT's not here. Oh, where did it go? It's not on this one. I should have saved his name. Is it this one? I think it might be. Yes. Right, perfect. We got it. Look at this. All right, let's go weeks. And let's go 4 hours. Now, look at that, guys. I know it looks not very nice on the eyes, but what I want to show you, what I've done is I've graded from Monday, so the black, discount the black because that's Sunday. I've graded the day to see on a quick snapshot, you can see where we are at. So we started on a Monday here, we closed lower. So that's a bearish week. Higher, lower, bearish, lower, higher. So you can easily identify, you can just put an arrow like this and you could do you can identify when were the last bullish weeks. That's it. So in the last, oh, there's one there. Right, so since I lost the chat. Let me see. Can someone give me a check? I think I might have lost the chat. Can you hear me and see me? Yeah, we can. Okay, good. That took a while. So then you can do this, turn this upside down. Do that, change that to red. This is actually bullish. This is bearish. So bearish, 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 and bearish. So this is a nice little tool. We had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 weeks. In 10 weeks, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 60% of 10 weeks have been bearish, right? And we've had the two up candles here. They changed a little bit of momentum, and this is a bit of a well, the other thing we want to see, right? So we know that this started here and this stopped here. So we know this is a bullish week. But what you can also do is go here and go bullish by 5%. And then you can go, this started here and it stopped here. So just 1%. I should have done this as a webinar. So we got bullish 1%, and then this one here. You can do that all the way. And what I'll do that, 2%. Hi Jotham, how are you? Nice to see you. 3% down. So, Omar, why are you doing this on the week? On the week, it wouldn't make sense because I wouldn't be able to see. The only thing you could do is daily, but I want to actually see the price action, and I'll show you what I mean by that. You can see the drops. They haven't been sharp. This can tell you a lot here. We're on 2.4. Start building a picture for the bias here. So this is, that's the open roughly. That's the close there. So another 2.6. It doesn't matter where it goes. We're not worrying about the high. We want to see the overall week. So the overall week here is 2% up. This was a big one. $3.6. $3.6. And then two more. We got this week here, 1.59. We get so fixated with trend lines and we forget that movement in these things in big institutional traders, they don't care about trend line. They care that, look at this. This is, so that is about 6% drop from 31st of July down to 20th of August. So you can start looking at these in almost like areas of interest. So from there, if where's the rotator? Can't rotate that. So we had that movement, right? And then this movement here from this week. If you take, you had this one here, right? So that was another 5%. Those are the biggest movements that have happened in 10 weeks. In between, we've got consolidation, right? 1 to 2% consolidation, 5% up. 6% down. Now, 2, this is another big movement here. There. And then we need another one. It's almost like a consolidation week here. So from this high to that there. Let's do that in orange. Or something else. Let's go purple like that. So this gives me, remember, this gives me a big picture of what we've been doing on the Nasdaq, right? So what we're trying to understand is we've had a push, we had a bit of a consolidation of 1 to 2%. Look at this, I feel like a Picasso today. I'm gonna take a snapshot of that. That's not how I take a snapshot. So this is a 10-week picture of the Nasdaq. So we've had, in August, Nasdaq, we've had a big bullish attempt to push high on the Nas. And we've consolidated around those highs here, and then we broke lower now. Now the question is, what is going to be this reaction? We can see these reactions here. We've had a push up, pulls down, then flies up. So the question here is, we've already done 2% down. Last time we had a 5% increase, we had a 1% drop and a 2% up. This was the big area where we had a big drop with a big reaction, right? So we had pretty much equal reaction back. So 6-7% here, and then a 5-6% here. So now we're consolidating. The big question about this week is, we're in September, so there's definitely people thinking about profits for closing the year, right? So profit taking and risk, maybe September will be okay, but as we go in October, November, people will start decreasing risk. They've done the job that they needed to do. Now it's just like making sure that the percentages look good. So it'll be interesting to see what happens this week, how we're opening. Obviously the picture here is that, what I should have done, let me do this. I'm gonna keep a track of this. There must be a way where I can select all of these. No? Someone will say something in the chat that is quicker than this, but I'm gonna do it the old style. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Alright, maybe Command A? No. Might be... Let me check the chat. Say someone says it. Oh yeah, I know how. What was I doing? Object tree. Highlight all these, and we're gonna put this, create a group of drawings. This is the S&P, rename this. We're gonna call this weekly analysis, Nasdaq. All right, so now we know what we can do is, what are we thinking here? We're thinking, we've had a consolidation, push up. Is this going higher in this week? We have to remember that we're coming. Generally, guys, this is something that you have to understand, and I definitely pay attention to. Indices are always going to be biased long. Why? Because think about it. We have the top 100 companies in the US, and for them to be bearish, it would have to be super fast, super aggressive. Why? Because if something's not performing, the Nasdaq is going to throw out a bad performing stock and it's going to bring in another high performing stock. So we have a naturally tendency to the upside with the Nasdaq and the indexes, especially on the smaller ones like 30s, a bit more volatile because you've got less stock. So here, and you can see this, when it breaks lower, it breaks aggressive and quick. 3 weeks, drop 7%. That's a quick drop. When it's going up, it's almost like it does it at a slower pace. If we look at a monthly level, and let's delete all the drawings. Hide all. Obviously, these are the future contracts, but what you can see, let's bring in a S&P, for instance, which is even bigger. So the S&P is 500 companies. I want to see the index. And we can see like we've got a steady growth upwards, right? But when it crashes, boom, it crashes really, really aggressive and really, really fast. So we need to be careful about how we do this. When you're shorting or you're bias short on the big indices. I'm just showing you live, guys, my approach on how I trade Forex, right? So in order to trade indices, we need to understand the asset, but not understand only the price action, the breakers, the fair value gaps, all the good stuff that ICT is giving us. We need to understand seasonality. We need to understand how much does the asset move, and why is it biased to the upside. If it is biased to the upside, then we need to be extremely careful on when we believe this is going to be a short, right? So we've seen these hues move here. A monthly, you might be like, we're day trading. Oh, here they come. We're day trading. So why are we looking at the monthly? This looks very ugly. Let me just hide everything again. Hide all. I'm not going to be able, and it's going to be, go on another one. Let me go on this one. It's affecting all. S&P. S&P 500. Right, so no one can argue that the S&P is going to the upside, right? So the biggest question here is, how can you time the short-term period? If you're shorting this, let's say you're day trading short this. You would love to be shorting this in this period, because if you get it wrong, you've got the monthly backup behind you. The same as here. If I'm short, if I'm day trading or 5-minute trading, 15-minute trading, yes, I can go in these green candles, but if I'm repositioning, I want to be able to manage my short in a movement like this. So with the indices, when I'm thinking of shorts, I need to be quite careful, because I don't know when the S&P is going to go on a run and it's going to do well, how long is that? That is from April 2nd to December. Yeah, that is a long time. So if you're shorting and you're holding a few days, is quite tricky. And you might be saying, just throw a 5-minute on, man. Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up, down. I agree. I'm not saying that in day trading you should be going long or short. All I'm saying is if you get caught in a position and you're trying to manage out of it, and the bigger monthly picture, the weekly, monthly is bearish and you're longing, you're going to find it very hard. Same as if you're trying to long a position and we're crashing because the tech is crashing, then you're going to find it also very hard. There we go, long, short. Make sure you look at the long bias as well. So let's go back on the NAS. What did we say? That liquidity draw there from the fair value gap got tapped in. Super. Very, very clean. I wish I took that trade. Oh, I'm not going to do that to myself. I wish I coulda. Shoulda, coulda. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. That's the one. Now we're pushing back down. So what I was looking at, if you're here from the beginning, I was really considering getting in on this move here. I wanted it to break the 76.4. It never broke. Pushed higher. Wait, what time is this? 10 o'clock, yeah. Pushed higher, then came back down, and now it's filled this fair value gap here. But for me, we're still that orange red zone here is the silver bullet time. We're half 30 minutes in, so I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see. So that's gone now. You can take that out. That's happened. That's the fair value gap there. So obviously where we're trading right now is right here. If we put an OT on this, we're in that zone now. You know, if you're looking for not a lot of handles, that's already 11 there. The only problem with the Nasdaq is that you need tight stops. Or if you're repositioning, you need your positions to be very small. Very small. Because it can do a sudden movement. I've been witnessing the Nasdaq now for a few weeks, and what I can tell you is if I'm gonna get it wrong, I wanna be managing quite tight out of that position. I'm not gonna let it run, because if you get caught in that sudden bearish movement, it's not nice. This one here, look at this. No opportunity to reposition here. Let's say we took this entry. Let's say I took entry here, Monday 18th of September. It would take me, this is the minute for instance. Let's say this is a daily. This would take you a few days, or hourly, let's say. This would take you a long period of time to reposition. And if you were repositioning on like, let's say 20 pips or 20 handles, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 repositions. It would have worked out, but it would be painful. It would be very painful. And here comes that candle, that aggressive candle. Now, is it going to respond to that OT? Let's see. I haven't checked the chat for a while. Who's in? Alex, good old Ragnar. I only bring Ragnar on when I've got a position on, or we look at repositioning. Repositioning suits Forex most because pairs trade in range like, but NQ, you might be right, TB. I am testing it out. I'm not going to change the way I trade, even if I'm trading Nasdaq, which means I'm going to be trading a lot smaller. Base Trading Collective. I think that's Chadley, right? Hi, Chadley. When missing good obvious moves, I am happy that I saw the move coming. I agree. Yeah, I agree. What I'm looking for now is, are we going to hold above this liquidity draw here? If we're holding, this could be happening. Remember, we are, if we go on the daily, look at all those. I need to be able to hide these. There. So we did have that huge candle there. Huge. Yeah. So we haven't responded from there. And that push up now has been rejected. Daily. We're super low on price, but obviously this is also a response to the bullishness from the 25th of August. So if you look at, is it gonna let me? It will. If we look at this, and I change that to my regular Fibonacci. We're at the 50% of that move. So we're at equilibrium between the highs and the lows of this. Why did I take this and not this? Because this move has already retraced all the way back to the 79-80%. So this move here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles, is a consecutive, quite big candle move. So where would I be interested in getting involved now in longs? And you can see this price action here, right? Broke below, came back up, filled this fair value, nearly to, is it the pip? I think it is the pip. Pushes down, breaks low, takes liquidity below here, pushes up, liquidity draw here, drives down, fills fair value gap here, pushes up. Where does it stop? Fair value gap here. So now we're starting to melt down again. So if you're going to be long on this, you need to be quite careful because your daily price action looks a bit bearish, especially to push into this area here, the 61.8, 76.4. Obviously, it's not going to do it today. Who knows? We might get a huge candle like that. And that's one thing to think about, right? So we've got this interesting area here. What also we have is this interesting area here to reprice or rebalance this candle. It started to go red now, so we'll see how far down that goes. Let's take that. That OT didn't work out. He's breaking down aggressively now. So it's pushing down. We've got a nice little interesting fair value gap there. But as we can see, this could very be the breathing space to take liquidity to push price lower on that 61.8 and 76.4. Just reading your chats, guys. I've been a bit behind. A lot of messages have been deleted. I don't know what's going on. yeah, guys, if people don't like ICT, it's okay. ICT is not God. It's just showing some concepts. You might hate the concept of ICT. That's okay. It works for some. It doesn't have to work for everyone. You can trade. If it's working for you, don't need to justify it to anyone. If it's not working for you, you don't need to argue with anyone because you're confident that it's not working for you. So you don't have to argue about these things, guys. If you think it's helping you, good stuff. You're making money. You don't need to argue with anyone. If you don't think it's working and you need something else because your psychology, or you think he's a scammer, or you think, that's okay. We are grown-ups. We can make our own judgments. We can follow whoever we want and make our decision. Don't try and push your beliefs on others, because that always comes across as quite negative and almost like it definitely doesn't come out as how can I say it? A person is like looking at Messi. Imagine Messi going to any other footballer and say, you should be playing football like I play. I am the best player in the world, so no one else should do anything differently. He will never do that because he knows he's the best. He knows he's optimized his football performance to his body and to his mind. So he has no need to argue. If you're an argumentative person in these areas and you're pushing that energy towards the arguments, question yourself and say, is it because I don't really understand it? Is it because I actually understand it and it doesn't work for me? Yeah, so that's my thoughts anyway. And I might be wrong as well. The Flippin' Fox, the best name in YouTube. Hi Yanis, how you doing? I didn't get notification for Tuesday. Yes, I was a bit at last minute. I finished my trades with the fivers. I am tempted here though. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Take that out. Just want to see the dailies. Yeah. Do. What's the DXY doing? DXY is on steroids. Steroids. There's no news today, so we're just looking at this. This we can adjust now. This is on a daily level, so quite high up. Big push there. But Messi's the GOAT. Hi Martin. Exactly, I don't really care. I have my opinions on ICT and that is it. If you can get to that level where people can be shouting, arguing, and it doesn't affect you, then you know you're in a good place. You're in a good place because you know you're doing what works for you. You don't need to justify what you're doing. No one needs to trade like you. No one needs to, you're doing it for you, for no one else. So if you don't believe, what's the benefit of me? Let's take an example. Going to Omar and say, this works for me, so this is the only way you should be trading because it works for me. No benefit at all. I'm not making money out of that. I'm not going to be able to take that, what Omar is trading and I get commission from it. No. So it makes no sense to argue about it. No. But someone mentioned that, I think it was Omar, I can't remember, about the Forex, how it ranges. So trading the reposition might work better. I do strongly believe that that might be the case. So this is me trying out and seeing if repositioning works well. But obviously, look at this. Push down, fair value gap filled there. That's nice. Just go on the 1 minute. Back into this area now. Fill this area. Sell side taken out. I would like this to push lower now. Fill this fair value here. Let's hide this. Do I have to pay for live? Yes, I do pay. I can't go below the minute though. To trade below the minute, you have to have this one, like a plus. I think the plus gives you that. If you wanted to see like the 15 seconds. Let's drag the DXY on this. Boom, boom. Yeah, so what we were looking there as that push down did happen. Took out liquidity now below here. 105s, 181. I can't believe, I genuinely didn't think we will be holding above 105s. But the pound dollar has dropped like 6-7%, which is nuts. So as we saw on the weeklies on the Nasdaq, it will be interesting to see. We did have that drop of 7%, responded with a bullishness of another 5-6%. So it would be interesting to see how we get into the week now. Yeah, you need to pay. I'm paying for the CME data. This is a CME paid version. That's why I can see the live data. Because I was going to be trading the Nasdaq, I needed the live data. By the way, guys, Darwin X, look at that. 2.3% up. This is without today's trading, so that's going to be higher. I think we're at 2.5% on this month, but I'm so proud of this 0.23 drawdown so far. And we've had 12 trades. We're getting closer to be listed on Darwin. I think we need another 20 days. Look, I can't wait to show you guys how they're gonna rank my investable attributes. That will be, I'm really excited about that. See what they say. But so far, 100% winning trades. We've grown the account by 2.5%, so $25 or something. So we don't need to risk much now. If we look at the different people that are making money on this, they're only making, like if we go at the current Darwinia silver, it's the person that's got funded 80K has returned 2%. So we're outperforming him on this month, and he's got a drawdown of 2.85. So technically, I would be passing this person and being in the top 11. He returned a lot, but he had a big drawdown. So that's what I would have to see if my safer trading outperforms his profits, because investors want something that's consistent and that gives you slow income without a lot of risk. Here, for instance, 4%, so pretty much double my profit, but 8 times the risk. It will be interesting to see where it would throw me on this. Like I said, someone said, Yanis, you're so arrogant. You think you're gonna match these guys on gold who they've been doing it for 15 years? Yes. Are you serious? What am I gonna say? Oh, I'm gonna come into this. I just wanna beat this 200th person who has a performance of 1% with 4% drawdown. That's no. All my life, if I do something, I aim to be in the top percentage of what I'm doing. Same in trading, same in sport. If I'm not in it to be at the top, for me it doesn't make sense. Because if I strive to make the top, I might not make it to be the BJ. What a name. But like they say, if you don't land on the moon, you might land among the stars. And that is what we're looking for. I'm not going to start by saying, I think I can do 190th position. No, never done that. Not going to do it now. If that is arrogant, to someone it might sound arrogant. For me, it's not. It's just, you need to have that mindset. How can you be trading like the 1% in the world? Because to be successful in trading, you have to be the 1% of the world. If you're not, you're not. So for me, you have to be arrogant and in terms of your performance and what you believe you can do, and base it on your previous performance. Be realistic. So Ali says, to have a good allocation, you should have a return in the past 5 months. Yeah, I don't know how they work it out. But whatever it is, we're gonna try and do well in this. I think if I go, let's see, Darwinia, how to participate. So you get that within a month, have less than 0.85 correlation with other Darwins that have a better rating than yours, 0.5. Darwin should be open to investment if you're in gold. Okay. So 120 Darwins get distributed 7 million. This was the ranking is established at the close of the market, the last trading day of each month. We update the ranking every hour. So every month they reshuffle, which is, think about it. It's like the S&P for traders. I'm gonna reshuffle the stocks and bring the best index of a trader and put him in my pile of making money. Genius. Love it. So you hold that for 3 months and then you get allocated for the next 3 months. I'm trying to find what Ali is saying. Just for that, you did this month. Appreciate that, Zen. Yeah, these lives are not going to be every day. If you're wondering why, go and watch my video of the big loss. But I've seen, like, even going back to my my 5%ers, soon as I stop trading live, income is starting to come in. So I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna trade this one live, this small instant fund, which I'm trying to make $1,000, just to show you what I'm trying to do. And Darwin X is the one we've been talking about. This is what I've started to develop, repositioning. Martin actually helped me with some of the maths. He's quite clever. But let's say I'm willing to risk $30. So I'm trading with one. I'm looking for $25. That will be in total of 100. Reposition that for, let's say, 10 times. Location, let's try 30. Last unit standing. $200 pips away. There we go. So something like that. And then I have a good idea of what I can make whilst I reposition, with potential max profits of $110. But obviously I'm only looking for 10 pips, 100 pips. So that will be on the 0.1 $10. And this will calculate as we go back how much profit each reposition has given me in, and how much potential loss if I have to stop out. And you can see that adjusts my maximum exposure. Nice little tool. It's not ready yet. I'm working on it. I'm trying to figure out the stats. Ooh, there it is. There it is. That would have been nice as well. 2 opportunities there. 37 handles. Dollar is struggling to push back up during this period of time here. Quite heavy candles here. Stuck on the 5, 15. Look at that. We're ranging now. We're ranging on the dollar index. Have you looked at Funded Engineer? I'm done. I'm so done with new prop firms. I trust the fivers. I had a chat with Ruben. You trade their alpha book. We had a good chat about my risk. We had an honest chat. He said very few traders have been able to do what I've done. That gives me confidence to go back to what worked. And what worked was trading not live. When I stopped trading live, performance is coming to increase again. Obviously, doesn't help to lose your dad and to have the news with my sister, but this is going to be the plan. I'm going to trust the fivers, and I am going to open a second account on the fivers. I'm going to do an instant fund, a small one, which is going to be copied. So my prop firm is going to be the fivers. Just because I have it already, the instant fund, I'm not going to go with American prop firms with what's going on. It's too risky. Too risky. And I'm going to try this Darwin X. Just keep it small. Don't push, like, don't try and extend myself with so many prop firms and so on. Keep it simple. Go back to what worked. Let the winning compound. Build my own funds. And that's how we're gonna get back to making 10K months. The Darwin X is just gonna be a side project because that is the long term, right? In order to get to investment where people actually look at you and start investing in your index to be ranked, like here, if I go on one of the markets, to be in the top, like this guy has been doing it for 15 years. So, okay, these guys though have only been doing it for less time. So 4 years, 3 years, 11 months, 800,000. If you're a good trader, you're gonna go up those ranks very quickly. Remember, this is 44,000 people that have gone through them. They have seen a lot. And if they say, if you want to survive in this, you will have to be looking for small profits, like here, 2.35%. Now, for instance, now that it's gone to this, I need to decrease this so I don't go below 2%, right? So I've got 0.35 there, plus the profits from today that I can play around to make this bigger. But I don't want to risk that performance so far of this month. Can you share your process using trade copier? Yeah, we can do that. Let me see if what will you use to trade futures for Nasdaq? So at the moment is this bad boy here. Which the spread is not ideal. Darwin X, yes, because the spread is insane. It's better than Forex. Interactive brokers nailing it again. So Darwin X and instant. Now, when I go back to Bali, I might switch because pound dollar is my baby. That's what's been paying me. Can't wait to go back to trading pound dollar. But for now, until the end of, I think it might be longer now, end of October, like beginning of November, I'll be trading the NAS on these two accounts. But not the fivers. Fivers, I'll just trade the pound dollar and try and make it work. You should reach 1 million within 6 months. Manifest that. Let's manifest that. Well done, Ali. Start 5% as 100K bootcamp. Is this is, I always ask this, right? I'm so sorry. This is Ali from Vanguards, right? I think you are. If you are, we need to celebrate that. About to pass. Okay, we need to be patient. Keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, watched all your videos, but wanted to say that the repositioning strategy, and as I was always said, I'm trying to make your strategy into my own. Yeah, I like this tool that I'm making for the Vanguards. This is based, for instance, on a fixed reposition, right? I've never traded with a fixed reposition, but I wanted to have a tool that I can show you how you can see here, this is the maximum drawdown that we're in. This is the potential profits. So like up to your 5th position. Let me see. So if we reposition within the 5 positions, we managed to take our profit, we would be more than break even here. We'll be $8 up with 5 positions. So that would be a drawdown of $45, but we would be in profit because of the profits. So a little tool, I am gonna make it better. And also I wanna do some live reporting. So let's say I'm in a trade, I've repositioned once. I wanna know how much repositioning I've made. What is my risk? How far from victory? All these things that help me, but I think they're gonna help you as well. And people within the Vanguard community can ask me to add things that are helpful. It's pretty much trying to put my brain on an Excel sheet. So Wednesday we have that. Bit of news again, official bank rate. So Thursday will be a bit of movement on the pound dollar as well. And again, news, retail, it's quite a big week for the pound dollar. Big week. Let's bring on the NAS and see what's happening. Let's look at the S&P. S&P is pushing higher. Don't have the futures of that. So, where do we stop? So that was a nice area. So we've had 2 opportunities today. Me personally, I should have taken this. Did I take it did I not take it because I was live? Maybe. You see, that's what I mean. Live trading is tough. 50 handles there. 50 handles there. 2 nice opportunities that I could have traded. Maybe this will be the last one that I'm gonna actively trade, looking for a trade on an account. A little bit of a breaker going on there now. If we take this low, without the wicks, I guess, push below that, higher, could potentially come and find this level here. That level looks like it's about close to the 50. However, we did discuss that higher time frame target. Pushing lower. Bit of volume coming in now. You can see that from the candle body. $3 a.m. alarm clock should do it. Oh man. Do you know why I traded this morning? Because we have an alarm at our house and the alarm at the house went off. And I opened the charts. Let's bring on the pound dollar. I opened the charts, and where was it? I saw this drop. Was that you kidding? Liquidity drag here. Where is it? That is 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I woke up. Let me get this right. I need a different time zone. Do. I'm blind. It would be London there. Right, so we had equal Asian highs, push lower. I saw the market around 3 a.m. So about, what was that? I have to go back to New York now. So that's where we are, New York, 3. So I saw this, saw the liquidity drag here, right? And this is where I entered, came down, repositioned, closed that reposition, and boom, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Not yet, Ali. I've still got, where is it? I need to go to Darwinia. No, I need to go to straight into the analysis. So this is the bar here. Experience required to create a Darwin. I've got another 20 days. Days. Experience acquired. That's building up. I think we've got 2.5 now. You expected to take the weekly 1, 2, 3, 7. Let's see. You thought this, wait. 1, 2, 3, 7. It did take the 7. Oh wow, it stopped to the pip. Wait. I guess depends on your time frame. On the hourly, that stopped dead. Let's see the low. Yeah, the low is 23700. Wow. You don't see that often in the pound dollar. Like absolute number. That's cool. So yeah, I saw the drop. Like we were discussing, Martin, I just want to be roughly right. I don't want to find this low. I just see this and I'm like, yes, there's an opportunity. We're discounted. If we look at the dailies, let's take that as the equilibrium there. We're at discounted level. We came below it, took out the lows. I was interested around this area. I think I got a price. What did I get in? I repositioned. Let me go. I think this is the one. 1, 2, 3. 18th. This one. 1, 2, 3, 8, 3, 6. 8, 3, 6. There. So. Let's go and find that moment. Where is it? Where's my zone? Oh, there they are. So I got in there. If I go 5 minute. I got in this price action here. So that was my first entry. I had to sit in, what was it? It was about, trying to think it out. Where did I get in? 1, 2, 3, 7, 2, 5. 2, 3. Oh, I'm in the wrong one. I thought it was a lot far away. 1, 2, 3. There it is. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 7, 2, 5. 7, 2, 5. Okay, that's my entry here. So that was my reposition. What was my first one again? It's here, isn't it? So we took out the lows on this push. This is my first entry. So I thought that was a lot. 10 pips. 10 pip reposition at the discounted level, previous daily low, and that delivered a nice 30 pip. I got $70 of that. Super happy with that trading. Bring me London, man. Come on. Stupid consolidations around New York. You're not the only one who has anger management, Martin, these days. I mean, this was nice. This was nice. We took out London, Asian range, double top. This was nice. What time was this? 6:35. Yeah, I was sleeping. That was nice. Looks it's quicker with Darwin 0 as it's only 10 days to get. Yeah, Darwin 0 though, you have to go to gold before you get paid, I believe. I think so. Maybe check that. But with if you have your own fund, your own live money, two things are good. You don't have to pay $38 a month to be on Darwin 0. And also you get funded straight away if you beat the other 100 odd traders, I think. We'll see. We're doing this together. In 20 days, we'll know. Oh, Ali needs only 4 days to go to silver, but my performance is quite poor compared to yours. What are we returning, Ali? I need to have a chat with you. What's the performance? I want to know. And 84 people want to know. Guys, 39 likes. That's how much you hate me. There's probably more dislikes. Let's push that up. Let's push that up. All right. I know Alex is not here, but he's lost his opportunity. Ragnar is back in his new office. He's been building his big Excel sheet. moving his beard. Here we go. 46 pushing up. Let's see. Let's at least get to 60s. Come on. 47. Ragnar's building the empire. Had a good day today. 30 pips. I love it, Ali. A little bit of a healthy competition. Anna's in to beat me as well. I know I'm going to be solid with my performance. So if you perform with a bit more risk, you'll manage to do it. $54, $56. Here we go. Here we go. Ragnar's happy. Ragnar did his job. Build up the momentum like we're building up the momentum in Darwin. By the way, Darwin X had me from the get-go because I had an obsession with this guy. Let me go on another video. Charles Darwin. Oh, I need to take this out. One sec. Charles. This one. Charles Darwin. The expression of the emotions in man and animals. Look at this bad boy. Look at that expression. Obsessed with Darwin. I went to his house. I saw his house. I was proper geeking out. So when these guys literally brought evolution to trading, I'm like, I need to be involved in this. But I have modded YouTube and I can still see dislikes. As you can see dislikes on this. Well, we're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. And that's okay. What are we looking at? Let's see. Let's see what screen we're on. Where's the NAS? Where's the NAS? Where are you hiding? Ooh, broke high above there. Nice little push. Is having another attempt. Remember, the hourly picture is this area here. Let's take this out. Nice little fair value gap there. We still haven't pushed back from the drop. So there is possibility for this to push higher. I'm hungry. What time is it? 11:20. OTE? Where's the OTE? You mean that one? Yeah, that's the one we had two chances to take that. I didn't take it there. Oh, dislikes are 0. Okay, we hit 60. Let's go, guys. I've noticed if I don't do a live for a while, YouTube's like, yeah, no, we're not going to push your content if you're going to not do lives every day. And that's okay. We're not here to work for YouTube. We're working to make money and to have this beautiful community here. So people are here. I'm starting to know them well. And that's what I want. And that's what I want from the Discord, actually. I don't want a big Discord. And I'm going to speak to Marcel again because we need to start chopping some of these down. 600 members. I don't speak to 600 members. We need to start trimming down. Prince caught this. Premium. Nice trade. Push down, fill this fair value gap. Very nice. So that's what I mean. You can make money up, you can make money down. So Prince made money down. Have you seen ICT Page Top Step are denying his son Cameron payout? I don't know. Let's take this. Loyalty family. Let's say, and take this as a scenario, right? Not that I believe it, but let's take it as a scenario. The ICT was this huge scammer who is not making any money and blah, blah, blah. His stuff that he's given you, though, is working for you. For me, it's working. So, do I care if he's getting payouts or not? No. He opened a world around imbalances to me. That's what he did. So, no one can take that away from me. And I don't care if he's a pretend. I don't care if he's making money out of trading. I don't care if his son is making money. It doesn't like even cross my mind what he's currently doing or trying to prove ICT is real or fake, or that does nothing to me. He's given me a concept. I've understood the concept. I've applied it to my trading. I've managed to make loads of money this year from prop firms with this. And I'm improving my strategy for the next year. Happy days. Happy days. I'm very thankful to him for that. That's my approach anyway. And I understand someone else might say, that's not my approach. I need it to be fair. If he's saying he's doing that, he needs to back it up. I don't get into that mentality because I find that mentality are very, but the ICT concepts are not of ICT, mate. That's okay. That's fine. I don't mind. I heard it from ICT. I learned it from ICT. If it's SMC, if it's all the same stuff. It's all the same stuff. Am I gonna credit him for the stuff he's given me? Yes, because I learned it from him. Now, if the other people have taught him, or I don't know. I don't put my energy towards that. I don't want to prove. Ta-da! It was an ICT. It was S2B. I don't care. I don't care. What I do care is that things are working. Like, look at that fair value gap there. You can call it, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, but it's working. That price action there has given you 50 handles. Very, very nice. Chris Laurie, discover same concept 10 years ago. That's good. If he did, I guess he didn't have the YouTube, or did he? Who's this guy? Let's see. Chris Laurie trading. I haven't heard of this guy. Canadian. Competing in 4 Winter Olympics. Nice. That's cool. I know, right? People get so defensive. I'm replying to Corpez about trying to prove a point. Use that energy into your trading and into your knowledge. Don't be argumentative. If you sense you want to be argumentative, that's telling me a lot about you as an individual. That you're saving all this precious, amazing energy towards something that is going to be trying to prove Sean or Corpez or me. Well, that doesn't mean anything to me. That's the energy. You can use that energy. Use it in something else. And me personally, that's what works for me. That energy can then be utilized to be a better trader. Me personally, I don't get better when I try and argue my points. I get worse. I don't get better. Are you recovering the 5%ers account? Yeah, we're doing well. We're doing well. We had a nice $85 trade. So we're back at, I think it was 4,890 or something. We're back up at 192. So we're doing good. I want it to be a bit faster. If we're in London, I would be trading this a bit more like my normal trading. Look at that push now. Taking the highs. Nice. There it comes. Feeling that fair value now. Is this going to be the break? Swing low, push lower. Is this going to be the breaker structure? You see that? There. Push down, breaking the highs now. Took out liquidity of the lows. Could this break higher? I take counter trend very often. If you take pro trend, wouldn't it be easier to manage them? Maybe. I've always traded like counter trend. Most of my money I've made is counter trend. So I would have to test that. It's very hard to do something else when something's been working. Yeah, I always take everything that I learn from everyone. Like my mentor was, I've got 2 mentors. You could say 3, but I don't like how he's behaving right now. So I find it hard to say good things. I mean, he's a nice guy, yes. He's turned into marketing a lot. My first ever course was by a guy called Kralo. And he taught me the basics of trading, like how to find levels, supply, demand, all that. Look at that. Look at that stop there. Boom. That's nice. So through him, I'm very thankful, because through him, I found the Scruffy Trader. And Scruffy Trader has been amazing because he's the reason I passed the challenge. And I always, in the background, have my Scruffy levels, right? I always look at them, I always put them in. They always like work really well. And then we've got ICT. So the combination and the time exposure, that my biggest mentor is me sitting in front of price action. That was what made me the trader I am today. If I'm being 100% honest, if I go on to Fivers, let me see. Go away. Give me a second. Just log in. Okay guys, here we are. So this is my funded Fivers account. That was the 22k loss, which we talked about. And now, as you can see, we're starting to build back up. So what I wanted to show, that's the update on that account. But what I wanted to show, if I go on the bootcamp, if we go on this, there he is, Yanis. If we go to bootcamp, just so you can understand, before the bootcamp, I traded with Kralo. Michael, if he's in here, we both met within the Kralo Trader. So that worked really well. However, I did have liquidity sweep and reverse fair value gap. Let's see if that happens. Did I miss something? Give me 1 second. I'm chatting too much. Oh, you're saying it's going to reverse now? Let's see. Touched into that area. Fair value gap there. Let's put them in so we can see them. Right there. Have we broken above? Let's see, I need an hour. That's the low. So if I take the high, we still haven't closed above 23. It'd be interesting to see if this closes above. It would give me a nice little confirmation, extra confirmation, that we could potentially do a little bit of that. But we'll see. So right, let's go back to the fibers. What do I trade from ICT? ICT 2022 mentorship. That is pretty much. Also the breaker. I like the breaker. OTs. Sort of. I've looked into them. Judah swings. Combination of everything. So, before bootcamp came into play, I was doing Krallo. Then through Krallo, I met the Scruffy Trader. When I met the Scruffy Trader, I really liked what he was doing. I religiously did exactly what he was doing. So put in all the levels. I was the best student and I performed really, really well. And then I would get hits. I would get a couple of hits, like a 6K hit, 8K hit. And that was my own money as well. I was like, oh, I can't be doing this. So I said, before I reinvest my money to trade, I want to do a bootcamp challenge to prove to myself that I'm a good trader. So when I did this bootcamp, the 100K, the 250 didn't exist at the time. I wanted to prove consistency, and because it had rules, it had the stops. So I did that. I passed these 3 challenges in about 3 to 4 months. Only trading Scruffy, like Scruffy Trader. That's what passed the challenges. When I got to 100K, this one, I found out about ICT in January. And I watched about 34 videos of his 2022 mentorship. And something just clicked. I was like, wow, this price action is ridiculous. I can read it. It works really well. The Judah swing works amazing on the pound dollar in London. Discounted prices, premium prices, liquidity draws. That was my mind was blown. And I passed 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30%. 30%. I passed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 milestones with ICT Concepts and what I knew about the Scruffy Trader. So I made a combination of that, came up with my own management because I didn't like tight stops with repositioning, and that's where we are today. Returned 26K out of the fund. I had 16K in profits before I had the 22K loss. So it's about 6K. So the 5K in drawdown basically. So I technically haven't lost any money. All I've lost is the profits. So that's what we're gonna build up. Now, because my 250K has gone to 5K drawdown, I treat it like I have a 5K account. So I'm treating it like I'm back here, 125. And that's okay. We'll just build that, build it, back up to this. Just need to return 5K and then we've got 10K account drawdown so we can trade it normally. There you go, a little bit of a story. What did I discuss with Ruben? Oh, so much. We were 1 hour and a half. There was a few things that shocked me. One thing that shocked me was how not a lot of traders are able to get payouts. Not because they do the pay, because of the performance. When they reach this 100K, there's like there's 10%, let's say 10% make it into this. There's like, it goes down to 3 to 4% of people that are actually progressing through this. And to his memory, I was probably one of the only traders that managed to build an 100K to 250. So that's what we're going to try and do. My aim is to push this all the way up here into these levels, to do basically what I've done here. Go back to my habits, analyze my trades, go back to what's working. No flashy stuff, small progressive stuff. And it was bad timing with what happened, but I was still making 6-8K a month. That's good money. So I need to go back to that. And then this is what I like about Darwinex, is teaching me good habits. Like when I have 2, 3, 4%, why risk it in the month? I've had a really good month. There's no need to go higher. Yanis, have you seen the words of wisdom, Omar? No, these are all new things. What is that? Omar. Oh, these episodes? Yeah, I haven't really tapped into that. I don't want to get too... I think about trading all the time. Not trying to do it. That's it. Yeah. I agree, Martin. That's what got me. That's what got me to pass the bootcamp. I was aiming for proof that I can be consistent. I was aiming for proof that I can do this for a living. It wasn't to pass it. Sounds like a good episode, that one. Wisdom exposed Raja Banks. Yeah. To me, that's too... Again, when I want to watch an episode of something, and this goes back to our mindset. We do a lot of mindset work with the Vanguard guys every week. Actually, this is the first week that we're not doing something around mind, and we're doing something around technical with repositioning. And that's to give the guys a break, so they can practice all the stuff that we learn from NLP and so on. But being able to watch, like for me, if I go and watch an episode, I'm going into the episodes, what am I going to be? Am I doing it for entertainment? Am I going in there to entertain myself for an hour? Am I going to be informed? If you're in that area of information, you need to be extremely careful what that video is and how it's informing you. Because when you've been hit with that information, it's gone straight back into your subconscious. There's nothing you can do about it. It's in there. So then how you filter that out, you might have to work 10 more times harder to filter things that you shouldn't be hearing or doing. So I'm very, very careful with what I watch when it comes to trading. Just because, like you said, like, oh, this person exposed this, or this person exposed this. That's energy that I don't want. I don't want that energy. Even if it's true, even if it's, okay, there's some news which I have to make decisions on, right? The MFF news was big. I need to know that. I need to know that they were not trading A book, they were trading B book. I need to know that potential other companies like American companies can be shutting down. Yeah, I'm flipping Fox. I'll look into it. I might watch it, but I need to go in with a mindset of what is this video gonna give me? How is it gonna make me better? Do I need proof that ICT works and why? No, because it's been working for me. So if it's to prove ICT, I don't need it because I have proof in my trading. If it's for entertainment, I spend enough hours in charts, maybe watching an episode on Breaking Bad or something is better. I don't know, to keep my mind away. So I've become more selective with what comes in. I didn't used to. I used to watch every single thing. Just sit there on YouTube, bombard me, throw me things, and I'll watch them. Now I'm a bit more selective. I've got this little order block here. If I go on the 4 hour, obviously that disappears. And this is the move. We'll see where that 4 hour candle closes. Why it works. Yeah, that might be interesting. Might be something I want to watch. If you want a book that changes your life, it did for me, is this book. Massive influence. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. I had that on audiobook. Massive, huge impact to my life. Like being able to be present, being able to understand that all information that's coming into your brain is filtered. We filter it. Huge impact. Right, we're seeing this push now above that fair value gap on the lower, on the 1 minute. We're breaking a bit higher there. You can see that push, building a momentum. We go on the 5 minute. 15. This is the next area. Yeah, that book is... The thing about that book, it brings the realization of, I'll give you an example. It's not going to be a spoiler. It's more a concept about it. Let's say you're in a very, 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 very stressful scenario. Let's say there's, let's take someone. The flipping fox wants to kill me. He's trying to, let's say extremes now, right? He's trying to find my address, he's trying to come and kill me. In this moment of time, I am safe. I'm 100% safe. The flipping fox is not in the room. He doesn't know where I am. He does blah, blah, blah. An example. Maybe a bit extreme example, but let's go with it. So in this moment of time, I can choose to be calm, to be present in this moment of time, because my body is not stressed. I'm not being attacked. I'm not being cold. I'm in a warm room. So this is all decisions that I can make. I can make to be calm because I'm not under threat in this moment of time. And that's what the power of now explains in multiple ways, is that the only thing that exists is the now. All our worries and everything that we think about, it's either in the future or it's in the past. Nothing can be stressful right now unless you're currently being physically violated or if you're currently in a situation of danger, then yes. But everything else, we either create into our brains for the future or we remember it from our past. And that was so empowering and clear to me that I have a choice in how I'm going to be, even in this group, how information has been hitting me, or the Discord, or so many different things. Very, very, very good book. I might listen to it again, actually. His voice is like out of this world as well. He doesn't speak like a human. Talking about audiobooks, I'm currently listening to Tom Holgard's The Best Loser Wins or something. Quite interesting. I find myself, a lot of the times I understand what he's saying. But I do find myself a lot of the times how he explains things, I would translate it into my brain in a different manner. Because I agree, I'll give you this. I'm going to show this to the Vanguards on Wednesday when I do a Q&A video on repositioning. But I want to give you this. So let's say if someone asks you, this trade is going to be able to be successful, how many of you will buy into that? That there's a strategy that going for 18 pips when you're risking for 200 pips would actually be profitable. How many of you would buy into that? Which is absolutely the opposite of what risk reward tells you. Let's do a poll. Let's see what you're thinking here. So I put a vote in you can put, would this strategy work? You are crazy, or yes, it would work. Let's see. How many of you would buy into that this strategy of winning 20 pips to risk 200 pips would ever work? %, you are crazy. Yes, it would work. 25%. All right, it's only 6 votes. We'll keep it in there. We'll get some votes in and see what people think. And if we put it on a chart, it would look something like that. How many times this can come and take you out and you're looking to gain 20 pips? Would this work as a strategy? And why would someone want to risk 200 to gain 20? Oh, there's some crazy people in here. More crazy people. Yes, it would work. 36% now are saying you are crazy. Without context, you're right, Flippin' Fox. You are right. But if you take that as a rule, so every time I go in my entry, this is what I'm willing to risk on that position to gain 1/10 of it. What about Raja Banks? I've got no idea, Atif. Appreciate that, Lamizor. Gold began to flip in 15 seconds. We're pushing higher here, but we're holding around this area. The 4 hour, let's see the 4 hour. Did it close? Does it close? So that would be closing at 2. Let's go on the hour. The hour looks like it's closed. So we've closed above the 23.6. So there is a higher chance that price can go here. My problem is this is a long way down. A long way down. 100 handles. Let's take the high. Equilibrium of this move is here. What does it look like? Fair value gap there. That 50 is there. Unless I trade with a really tight stop around this area, it will be hard to take this for me. Tricky. As long as you can move stop loss after you are in profit. You can't. That is your stop. Or exposure to stop. So I'm not going to give you the whole explanation, but because otherwise it will spoil it, because I know there's some vanguards in here. But the key thing about this is there's two things. I was hoping, people are saying in here, yes, it would work. I think you're anticipating that I'm gonna say obviously the opposite. I don't know if you actually believe. Would you actually trade this? I don't think a lot of people would trade this. Now the key thing is that 90, maybe 98% of people who get involved in Forex and trading risk manage, right? They do 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 5. All these people fail. And there's a minority of people that do that and perform well. I know, like, there was a conversation in the fives about, like, the Anna does 1 to 2. I think her rule math is, so it works for her. But how many millions of people who do 1 to 2 fail? How many billions of people would you know who would actually put this in a strategy? Not a lot. What people do is do this without it being calculated. So they would have a stop here, but because the price is moving, then they will start moving the stop all the way back here, and then more and more and more and more and blow accounts. Now the difference is how much this trade is exposed on your full account. So let's say you want to trade one lot. So I want to trade one lot. If I trade this as a one lot, it's ludicrous. Absolute ludicrous. Because it only takes your full exposure, one trade, to go and hit your stop. And that's it. You're done. However, if you break this lot into 5, now this trade looks quite different because you're only exposed 1/5. So if you reposition this down, your real exposure is something like that, more like a 1 to 1. And if you reposition this for 10 positions, even though you're not in it, your 10 position will be like something like that. Now the question is, what about all these that are pushing down? If they're repositioned, they're not there. So you're pushing your price down. Now if they're not repositioned, this risk is doing that. But what is key is that your maximum exposure of 200 is not moving. That's what's moving. So you're, as a trader, you have a good idea what the market is doing. And you want to be in and out. I want to be in for 20 pips. Does it look like I'm risking enormous amounts with the 200? Yes, because you don't understand how I treat risk. And as you can see, it's not on a full lot. It's 1/5 or 1/10 of my position. That's why people get confused with repositioning. I hope that helped. On Wednesday, I'm going to do a bit of presentation on this for the guys. And I'm going to give them this tool to help them. The tool, like the tool that we're developing, it's more to understand the concept. Yes, you can use this and you can start putting repositions. It will calculate your repositions and it will do all the cool stuff. But okay, you can use it as a tool, but mainly it will help you understand the concept of repositioning with a bit of fun of Ragnar Village. Look at this. Tapping in now. Vanguards is $19.99 if you go on Discord and you go upgrade. You get to meet myself and the other Vanguards on a Zoom call every week. Let me see. We do an hour a week. It's always over. Because my time is normally, I'm never on point with my time. But let me see. No, I can't show you that. But we've done 8 Q&As where I present a little bit on psychology, and then this week is going to be more technical on price action and risk management, on how I do that. Sometimes it's very difficult to trade online stream in front of a lot of people. I agree. I was a bit oblivious to it. I don't know if it is the live trading. I'm sure it is as well. The main one is the live situation that hit me. Do I want to trade live again? I think I'm going to trade in an account. This one. But not my main account. I'm not going to trade the fivers. I'm going to trade that on my own time and make videos about the trades. After this, I'm going to make a video on it, on my trade today, so people can understand why I took the trade. This is looking nice now. Building a bit of momentum, pushing back in. Okay. I think I'm going to call it there, guys. I'm going to go and get some lunch. And I need to go and see my son. And also, I want to come back and do a video on how I traded and repositioned my trade this morning. I didn't find a trade here. I did, but I didn't take it. Bloody live trading. I'll blame you. So it comes down this here. Should have taken that. That was 36. Yeah, we should have done that. We live and learn. Live and learn. It might give us another opportunity, who knows? If it comes down, takes the lows. But I am anticipating. The other option is waiting for this push into this area here. Start shorting it. But there we go. We have 69 likes. Thank you guys for the people that have been here. Vanguard, see you on Wednesday. You make sure you watch the video later on the pound dollar, where we made 30 pips. Super successful day. Stay conscious. Read the book of Power of Now. That will help you loads. And I will see you very soon, guys. It's been a pleasure.
Self-esteem been bad. Gotta keep on chugging. Ran through everything in front of me. Might smoke bed in heaven.